Hello everyone. In the previous video, I have explained about dividend decisions theory part. That is different theories of dividend decision, relevant theory, irrelevant theory. In relevant theory, there are two models, Walters model and Gordon model. In irrelevant theory, Modigliani-Miller model and different formulas. So in this video, I am going to explain problematic part related to Walters model. Dividend decisions, Walters model, problem number 1. So, before going to discussion into this particular problem, I am requesting all of you, those who are not subscribed to this channel till now, please subscribe the channel to get further notifications or videos, and also requesting after completion of this entire video, if you like the video, please press like icon. Now coming to the problem, Walters model. Following are the details of three companies, A Limited, B Limited and C Limited. A Limited, B Limited, C Limited. See here, R given, R means rate of return. Rate of return is given, cost of capital is given, and earnings per share, E stands for earnings per share, is given for A, B, C limited companies. See here, R 15%, K 10% and earnings per share 8 rupees. See, in this problem, K value, E value will be same. Only R value will be changes, 15%, 5% and 10%. R values are 15%, 5%, 10% respectively. A, B, C limited. Calculate the value of an equity share of each of these companies applying Walters formula when dividend payout ratio A 0%, B 25%, C 50%, D 75%, E 100%. What conclusions do you draw? So, in the given problem, cost of capital is same, earnings per share is same in all cases of companies, in all companies, and only R value will be changed. See, based on the relationship between R and K, the firms can be divided into three categories, that is normal firms, declining firms and growth firms. That is growth firms, normal firms and declining firms. See here, when R is greater than K, that is called growth. So here A limited is a growth firm. When R is less than K, that is called declining firm. So B is declining firm. When R is equals to K, that is normal firm. So in A, B, C companies, A is the growth firm because R is greater than K. B is the declining firm because R is less than K, and C is the normal form because R is equals to K. Now we have to calculate what is the market price of the share or value of an equity share of these three companies applying Walter formula at different dividend payout ratios. So here the different dividend payout ratios are 0%, 25%, 50%, 75% and 100%. And what conclusion do you draw? That is a question. Okay. Now coming to the solution, calculation of dividend at different payout ratios. So first, different payout ratios daggara, what is the dividend we will calculate. So here to calculate dividend on different payout ratios, this is the formula. Dividend is equals to EPS, earnings per share, అంటే ఇక్కడ E అన్నట్టు, EPS into D by P ratio అంటే dividend payout ratio divided by 100. Dividend is equals to earnings per share into dividend payout ratio divided by 100. Now at 0% payout ratio, at 0% dividend payout ratio. So what is EPS here? 8. 8 into 0, dividend payout ratio is 0, 0 divided by 100, that is equals to 0. At 25% dividend payout ratio, EPS 8 into D by P ratio ante dividend payout ratio here 25, 25 by 100, that is equals to rupees 2. And at 50% dividend payout ratio, EPS 8 into dividend payout ratio 50 divided by 100, that is equals to rupees 4. And at 75% dividend payout ratio, EPS 8 into dividend payout ratio 75 divided by 100, that is equals to 6. And at 100% dividend payout ratio, 8 EPS into dividend payout ratio 100 by 100, that is equals to 8. Now these are the dividends. Now these are the dividends at different payout ratios. Remember, these are the dividends are payable at different payout ratios. At 0% dividend payout ratio, dividend is 0, and at 25% dividend payout ratio, dividend is 2 rupees. At 50% dividend payout ratio, dividend is 4. At 75% dividend payout ratio, dividend is 6. And at 100% dividend payout ratio, dividend is 8. Are you clear? Now next, now calculation of, see here, calculation of market price of share when R greater than K. So R greater than K ante A limited annattu. So A limited lo R value 15%, K value is given 10%, and EPS 8 rupees. So 15%, that is equals to 0.15, 10%, that is equals to 0.10, earnings per share rupees 8. So here, what is the formula for the calculation of market price of the share according to the Walter model? See, this is the formula. Market price of the share according to the Walter model, P is equals to D plus R by K into E minus D divided by K. So ఇక్కడ D అంటే డివిడెండ్, R అంటే రేట్ ఆఫ్ రిటర్న్, K అంటే కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ క్యాపిటల్, E అంటే ఎర్నింగ్స్ పర్ షేర్. That's it. Now just we have to substitute all these formulas in this formula. So now market price of the share when R greater than K, we have to calculate a different dividend payout ratios. So here the different dividend payout ratios are given: 0%, 25%, and 50%, 75%, and 100%. So ఈ 0, 25, 50, 75, 100 dividend payout ratios దగ్గర what is the market price of the share when R greater than K will calculate now by using this formula. Now at 0% dividend payout ratio, what is the dividend? Dividend is 0. At 25% dividend payout ratio, dividend is 2. Now see, P is equals to D ante 0 plus R 0.15 divided by K 0.10 into E minus D. E ante 8 minus D ante dividend 0 divided by K 0.10. Okay, once again, here D value is 0 plus R by K. R ante 0.15 divided by K 0.10 into EPS ante 8 minus 0 divided by K ante 0.10. Now 0.15 divided by 0.10 ante 1.5. 0 plus 0.15 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 1.5 into 8 minus 0 ante 8 divided by 0.10 as it is, that is equals to 1.5 into 8. Here 1.5 into 8, that is equals to 12. 12 by 0.10, that is equals to 120. So market price of the share at 0% dividend payout ratio is 120. At 0% dividend payout ratio is 120. Now at 25% dividend payout ratio, same the values will be there as it is except to d value. Remaining values will be same. R value will be same, K value will be same, E value will be same. Only D value alone changes throughout the problem. Okay, now D 2 rupees plus R 0.15 divided by K 0.10 into E earnings per share 2 dividend D rupees 2 minus 2 divided by 0.10 divided by 2 plus 0.15 0.15 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 1.5 into 6. See here, listen carefully. Here in this part, now in this part, how to make the calculation means here 2 plus 1.5 into 6 na. So first you multiply 1.5 into 6. So this part you complete. Okay, 1.5 into 6, that is 9. So 1.5 into 6, that is 9. This part first you have to complete calculation of this part. 1.5 into 6, that is 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 by 0.10, that is equals to 110. Now market price of the share rupees 110 at 25% dividend payout ratio. Similar calculation will be made. See here, at 50% dividend payout ratio, the dividend is 4 rupees, and here 6 rupees, and here 8 rupees according to the above calculation. We made dividend calculation in the beginning of the solution. See here, here dividend 4, here dividend 6, and here dividend 8. Now here D value will be 4 and R value, K value will be remain same, that is 0.15, 0.10 into 8 minus 4, that is earnings per share minus dividend here 4 divided by 0.10 as it is. And next 0.15 divided by 0.10 means 1.5 into 4. So now here 1.5 into 4, first we have to make the calculation. 1.5 into 4 means that is 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 100. 10 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 100. Now at 75% dividend payout ratio, here the dividend is rupees 6 plus R 0.15 divided by K 0.10 into E minus D, that means 8 minus dividend 6 divided by K 0.10, divide, that is equals to 6 plus C 1.5, 6 plus 1.5, that is 0.15 divided by 0.10, 1.5 into 2, that means 8 minus 6 is equals to 2. Now here first we have to make the calculation. 2 into 1.5 or 1.5 into 2, that is equals to 3. 3 plus 6, that equal to 9 by 0.10 by 0.10, that is equals to 90 rupees. So market price of the share is 90 rupees at 75% dividend payout ratio. Now at 100% dividend payout ratio, that means EPS 8 rupees na. So 100% means entire EPS, earnings per share, they are going to distribute in the form of dividend. So in this case the retained earnings are 0. So here 8 rupees dividend, dividend 8 plus R by K 0.15 divided by 0.10 into 8 minus 8, EPS minus dividend, EPS 8 minus dividend 8 rupees divided by 0.10, that is equals to 8 plus 1.5, 0.15 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 1.5 into 8 minus 8, 0. Now here the calculation will be, see, 1.5 into 0, 0 plus 8, 8. 8 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 80 rupees, that is equals to 80 rupees. Now here see, this entire calculation is for when r is greater than k, when r is greater than k at different payout ratios, that is 0%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. Now we'll go for calculation of market price of share when r less than k. Calculation of market price of share when r less than k. In this situation, r value will be 5% for the B limited declining firm, k value will be same, EPS will be same, and here the same formula, the market price of the share is P is equals to D plus R by K into E minus D divided by K. At 0% payout ratio, dividend is 0, same as like that earlier, and at 25% it is 2, same, 0 plus R 0.15 divided by 0.10 into 8 minus 0 divided by 0.10, that is equals to, see here, 0.05. Now here R value changed, R value here 0.05. So 0.05 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 0.5 into 8 minus 0 ante 8. So 0.5 into 8 ante 4 divided by 0.10 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 40 rupees. Now here market price of the share at 0% dividend payout ratio when R less than K is equals to 40 rupees. And next, when dividend payout ratio is 25%. See, in this situation, dividend is rupees 2, D value will be 2. Here, R value will be 0.05 because R is equals to here 5%, and K value will not change, 0.10. E 8 and minus 2 is the dividend divided by 0.10, that is equals to 2 plus 0.05 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 0.5 into 8 minus 2, that is equals to 6 divided by 0.10. Now 0.5 into 6 ante 3, 3 plus 2 ante 5, 5 divided by 0.10, that is equals to rupees 50. See here, market price of the share is rupees 50 at 25% dividend payout ratio when R is less than K. Now similar calculation will be made at 50% dividend payout ratio. At 50% dividend payout ratio, here, and this is 75% and this is 100%. Here 4 rupees, 6 rupees and 8 rupees are the dividends, and here see 4 plus 0.05 divided by 0.10 into 8 minus 4 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 0.05 divided by 0.10 ante 0.5 into 8 minus 4 ante 4 divided by 0.10, that is equals to, see here, 0.15, sorry, 0.5 into 4 ante 2, 2 plus 4 6, 6 divided by 10 ante 0.10 ante, that is 60 rupees. Okay, next at 75% dividend payout ratio, here dividend will be 6 rupees, R value will be 0.05 divided by K 0.10 into E 8 rupees minus dividend 6 rupees divided by 0.10. Now 6 plus 0.05 divided by 0.01, 0.10, that is equals to 0.5 into 8 minus 6, that is equals to 2. Now here 0.5 into 2 ante 1, 1 plus 6, 7, 7 by 10 ante, that is equals to 70 rupees. See here, the market price of the share is rupees 70 at 75% dividend payout ratio when R less than K. Now at 100% dividend payout ratio, dividend will be 8 rupees. 8 plus R value 0.05 divided by K 0.10 into E8D minus 8 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 8 plus 0.05 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 0.5 into 0. So 0.5 into 0, that is equals to 0. 0 into something is equals to 0 plus 8 divided by 0.10, as it is here 0.10. See, 8 divided by 0.10 is equals to 80 rupees. So here if you observe, at 0% the value is 40, at 25% the market price of the share is 50, at 50% it is 60, at 75% it is 70, at 100% it is 80. And coming to the last one, that is calculation of market price of the share when R is equals to K. When R is equals to K, that is R value is 10% as well as K value is also 10%. Now R is equals to K means that is normal form. So C limited is a normal form. C limited is a normal form. So where R is equals to 10%, K is equals to 10%, and there is no change in EPS. Okay, so there is no change in formula also. That is market price of the share is equals to D plus R by K into E minus D divided by K. So at 0% dividend payout ratio, as it is, dividends will be 0. At 25% it will be 2. See here, just a substitution, D value 0, R value 0.10 divided by K value also 0.10 into 8 minus 0, that is E minus D, E8 D 0 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 0.10 divided by 0.10 means that is 1. 1 into 8, 8. So divided by 0.10. So 8 divided by 0.10 is equals to 80. Now at 25% dividend payout ratio, here the dividend will be 2 rupees. So 2 plus 0.10 divided by 0.10 into 8 minus 2 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 2 plus 1 into 6. See here, 1 into 6 means first we have to make the calculation of 1 into 6, that is 6 plus 2, 8. 8 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 80. And next similar calculation will be made for 50% dividend payout ratio. Here D value will be 4, here D value will be 6, and here D value will be 8. So 0.10 divided by 0.10 into 8 minus 4, dividend is rupees 4 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 4 plus 0.10 divided by 0.10 means 1 into 4, that is equals to 4 plus 4, 8 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 80. And next at 75%, here the dividend will be 6 plus R 0.10 divided by K 0.10 into E 8 minus D 6 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 6 plus. So 0.10 divided by 0.10 means 1 into 8 minus 2 means 2. Now 2 into 1, 2 into 1, first we have to make this one, 2 into 1, 1, 1 plus 6, sorry, 2 into 1, 2 plus 6, 8, 8 divided by 10, sorry, 0.10, that is equals to 80. 2 into 1, 2 plus 6, that is equals to 8 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 80. So at the same time, here the calculation for 100% dividend payout ratio, here 100% dividend payout ratio 8 rupees, D value 8, R 0.10, K 0.10 into 8 minus 8 divided by 0.10. So that is equals to 8 as it is plus 0.10 into 0.101 into 8 minus 8 0 divided by 0.10. Now here 1 into 0 means 0 plus 8 divided by 0.10, that is equals to 80. Now see, if you observe, when R is equals to K, here the market price of the share is same, that is 80 rupees here, 80 rupees here, and see here 80 rupees, here 80 rupees, and here 80 rupees. And irrespective of dividend payout ratio, the market price of the share is same. So we'll draw a conclusion based on the calculation. See here, this is the conclusion. These are the answers already we have calculated. When R is greater than K, R less than K, and R is equals to K at different payout ratios 0%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. So when R is greater than K, here 120, 110, 100, 90, and 80. And next R less than K, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And when R is equals to K, 80, 80, 80, 80, and 80 rupees. So here, what is the optimum payout ratio? What is the optimum payout ratio? When R greater than K, according to Walter model, that is 0%. Because when R is equals to, when R less than, greater than K, when R greater than K, here the optimum dividend payout ratio is 0%, because at 0% the market price of the share is maximum. And when R less than K, here the optimum payout ratio is 100%, because market price of the share is highest at 100% payout ratio. When R is equals to K, there is no specific optimum payout ratio. All the payout ratios are optimum payout ratios, because at different payout ratios the market price of the share is same. So here point 1, if R greater than K, optimum payout ratio is 0%. In case R less than K, optimum payout ratio is 100%. And if there are R is equals to K, there is no specific optimum payout ratio. At different payout ratios, the market price of the share is same. So here, students, this is what about Walter model. Under Walter model, here this is the explanation of the problem. So I think this is very, very, very simple calculation, but you need some attention. Don't get confusion while doing the calculation part especially. Okay, so in the next video I will discuss about Gordon's model. Okay, thank you.